Case number 15. We are going to check for this given identity if we have here identity of an equation given as the product of secant theta, cotangent theta, and sine theta be equal to 1. In showing for the identity, in this case we have an equation here, we simply need to make sure that both sides of the equations will have the same expression or value. In this case, we are going to manipulate our left-hand side in order for us to arrive into an equivalent of 1. Now, for some cases where both sides are a little bit complicated, we need to simplify both of them, both sides, by in terms of using the identity for sine, cosine, or a combination of both. But here, since the right-hand side is already 1, let's only manipulate the left-hand side. Being that, we are going to express all of this in terms of sine or cosine. Let's start with secant theta. We know that secant theta is the reciprocal of cosine theta. In short, secant theta can be written as 1 over the cosine of the same angle theta. Okay. Next is for cotangent theta. Since cotangent theta cannot be simplified together with this, let's also express it in terms of sine or cosine. We know that cotangent theta is cosine theta over sine theta. It's the reciprocal of our tangent theta. And finally, we have here our sine theta, which is already expressed in its simplest form. So let's copy that one. And when we are checking for identity, let's always write the other side, since we are verifying here. Now, after expressing all of the identities on our left-hand side, let's try to multiply all of them, and we know that we have here, this all over equal to 1. Now, you could attack it different ways. You could multiply 1 times cosine theta times sine theta. Okay? You could have here cosine theta times sine theta times 1 will be itself, right? In your denominator is cosine theta sine theta times 1. So you have here cosine theta times sine theta times 1. So this is equal to 1 here. And of course, you can cancel cosine here, cosine, sine, and sine. With this, you know that that's equal to 1, equal to 1 here. This means that you have now verified or checked this identity. Now, I'm talking about two ways because you can just automatically attack this by cancellation law of multiplication. So you have here 1 cosine at the denominator, you have other cosine here. You also have 1 cosine here, sine rather, and sine theta. With this, you can just simply automatically say 1 equal to 1, and again, verified the identity just using the cancellation law for multiplication. Either way, if you're using this method or this method here, you have verified that this identity is correct. This case for missing identity is now closed. If you may, to be ready for some new cases, subscribe now.